Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of Earth. So if you're Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of May 17th through the 19th, 2024. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general. So they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Excuse me. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to check the description box below for ways to reach me. If you're looking for your individual sign, that is on Patreon. Okay, so we have the overall energy as the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Cups. Then we have the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, Ten of Wands, the Empress, and the Ace of Wands. All right. So I feel like maybe for some of you, maybe you've been hoping for some sort of dream, or you're still holding on to this dream of yours. Maybe it's about being in a relationship. Maybe it's about the type of life that you want. But I feel like, you know, you're kind of like hopeful or anticipating something to come into fruition. You could be daydreaming about a fire sign or hoping that you'll hear from them. Or it could be reversed. But I'm also getting that there are some other energies around you. Could be an air sign or a Taurus. I do feel that there's going to be some sort of response. Like you're waiting. If you're waiting for a response, I feel like you're going to get a response from somebody. And I kind of feel that something is going to be revealed to you that you didn't know. You're going to find out some sort of information. You're like, I didn't know that. And I feel like whatever this information is kind of helpful to you. So I'm getting a couple of things here. I feel like for some of you, you're also thinking about responsibilities that you might have, or maybe you are thinking about whether or not you're ready to be in a commitment. If you're already in a relationship, maybe there's a lot of focus going towards the relationship itself. Maybe it's a heavy responsibility. There could be something going on where there's a sense of obligation. The only thing, it seems that if you're in a relationship, maybe you are putting in all the work. I feel like somebody is also responsible for, they feel responsible for, I don't know, holding up the family or carrying out a family legacy. Seems like you're also getting ready to go through some sort of transition. And I feel like, yeah, like you might be reaching some sort of breaking point where it's like you've gone as far as you can go. And now it's time for you to, things will start to get easier, put it that way. Seems like maybe there's been a lot on you. And maybe you're at the end of your ropes where you feel like you can't take any more. And then I feel like things are going to start to get easier for you. Now, I keep getting a message about somebody having a baby or having a family. Maybe somebody just found out that they were pregnant, or maybe somebody just had the baby, and now there's a lot of obligations surrounding that situation. Another thing, I always get concerned about you possibly being viewed as the other woman when certain energies come out. So there's a possibility that you're dealing with somebody who has a family or who feels obligated to the baby's mom or something of that sort. Now, it also could just be that you're in a relationship with somebody who has a lot of responsibility with their family. Like, they're always putting their family first. It could be good or bad, but, you know, this person's always putting their family first. So depending on, you know, how you feel about that, it could be good or bad. Career-wise, I feel that there's a possibility of you starting your own business or going into business with somebody. Even if you still have like a regular 9-to-5 job, something could be getting ready to take off with your business. But if you're an entrepreneur, it definitely seems like you're having to do everything, and maybe, you know, that is the case. Like, you have to carry all this on you. Everything about your business, that's what you're focused on. That's, you know, takes up all of your time. But at the same time, you're very passionate about what you do, even if you feel like you're working yourself to the bone. Like, this is at least is something that you don't mind getting dirty for. You're like, I don't mind because I love what I do. I feel like you're also maybe going to take on a new project. It's like you're almost complete with one project and you're like, okay, now I'm gonna pick up a new project. Though I know I just said I was tired and I was gonna be glad to take a break, but I want to do something new. So I feel that you're still wanting to do more or be more creative, even if you are tired, or even if you are just finishing one thing up, you're going into something new. Somebody is trying to be a hero. I feel that somebody is trying to take care of you as well as their other family. So let's say it's not necessarily like, you know, some love triangle, but this person does have, you know, a child with somebody else. And I feel like they just, and they, of course, you know, they have to, but I feel like they're taking care of them. And then they also want to make sure that you are taken care of too. And maybe this is taking a lot on this person, but they're still feeling passionate or motivated by it. So the story could play out either way. Either your person feels like they are just like stretching themselves thin, but they want to do it, or you feel like you're the one holding everything together, but you do it because you love it. Yeah. Some of you also may be getting ready to go back to school or take on some sort of new training. I also see the possibility of a promotion. If you do get promoted to a new position, you know, that first week you might be like, oh my God, like this is a lot. This is a lot of work. There's a possibility that someone is contemplating whether or not they're going to approach you or not. They're definitely thinking about it. Feels like maybe somebody is thinking about, wondering whether or not you're single before they come forward. They might be going through your social media as opposed to just asking you. I see something being offered to you. Or you are being voted or nominated for something. Even if you didn't really want to be nominated for something. Especially in a family situation, it's kind of like, okay, you be responsible for organizing this or that. So I feel like you are being given some sort of responsibility. This can have something to do with church too, or any religious organization that you belong to. I kind of feel like people are like, yeah, why don't you, organize this dinner or this gathering or whatever it is. I feel like people are putting it on you. If you are in a high position, but you have people higher than you, I feel like they're like, why don't you lay so and so off? We're gonna let you lay, and you're like, why I gotta do the layoffs? So I kind of feel like somebody is being put in a position that is just kind of heavy or burdensome. I feel like something else is going on with your faith as well. It's possible that you might feel that religion, you're not responsible enough to be religious, or maybe religion just is too big of a burden. Maybe you're like, I need to be spiritual because I don't know that I can, do all the things that God is asking me to do as per religion. So, yeah, I kind of feel like something's going on in regards to your religion. Um, hmm. Also, if you are in a relationship, there's a possibility of going to therapy together, getting some sort of advice. I'm getting a lot of having to do something on my own. I have to do everything on my own. There also could be some things going on in regards to your health. There could be some sort of strain on your health. or your doctor maybe has given you some sort of instructions, and maybe you feel like this is too hard. Like, my doctor want me to do this and want me to do that and take this. And you might be feeling like it's kind of hard to follow some sort of restrictions. You might find out that somebody is in jail, or maybe somebody's calling you from jail. You might also be feeling like your mother is a burden. Your mother could be putting a lot of pressure on you about some things, especially if you're living with your mother. On a personal note, I feel like somebody is wanting attention. It's possible that either you're being ignored by somebody that you want attention from, and maybe it is your mother. But yeah, it could be that, or it could be a love situation, but it seems like you're not getting the attention that you want, or you're getting some sort of unwanted attention. You want attention from someone else, but instead you're getting it from other people that you don't want it from. I also feel that there could be a little bit of envy going on. Either it's like, you look good, you look nice, and you're expecting, maybe somebody to compliment you on how you smell or how you're dressed. And then you're not getting anything but silence. You're just like, people are looking at you, but they're too prideful to acknowledge that you look nice today. This can also be reversed. You could be doing this to somebody. You're like, I'm not giving them any attention. They know they look nice. Yeah. Kind of feels like somebody is being ignored or wants attention. Financially, I feel like there's a lack of something. Either you are buying things that you can't afford, but you just want it. You need some material fun, material pleasure. You could be doing some sort of therapeutic shopping. I kind of feel like this is more about you spending what you don't have. Now, finally, at some point, it does seem like you get the attention that you were hoping for, especially in a love situation. Maybe someone finally compliments you or acknowledges you, gives you some sort of an ego boost. They finally notice you. Maybe someone has been too distracted or too busy to acknowledge you, and now they see you. And in fact, it's like when they notice you, they're taken aback. I don't know, maybe it's like they're seeing you for the first time. Could be reversed. Maybe you feel that way about somebody. You're like, how come I never noticed you? This can also apply to you getting some sort of recognition at work. Maybe initially you were being ignored and now you're getting your recognition. I also feel that there is something surprising about some sort of announcement. Like something is being announced and you're like shocked to find this out. You might be completely caught off guard about something. Especially if you are like, oh, I didn't know that you noticed. I didn't know that you were even, but like you didn't realize something, that you were being watched or observed by somebody that you wanted to be seen by. Yeah. All right, so let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, you have hostilities, walking away, appreciation, overall energy, broken heart. So, yeah, it is a situation where maybe your feelings were hurt or you hurt somebody's feelings. But I feel like there was some sort of envy going on. And ultimately, like I said, it's like you are going to be recognized or appreciated at some point. I feel like, I don't know, maybe people were not willing to acknowledge you or give you your flowers, but I feel like eventually they will. In regards to love, I feel that because you've been hurt, you don't trust a lot of people. It could be somebody who is coming into your life, but you were trying to avoid this or run away from it. And then I feel like you kind of like stop and listen to what somebody is saying to you, or maybe you start to feel like maybe this person is being genuine. If you're in a relationship, maybe there has been some sort of distance between you and your partner. Maybe you have been thinking about leaving because you weren't being appreciated. And then I feel like they finally get the message and they show you, excuse me, that you are appreciated. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like you're gonna, eventually feel a sense of peace or satisfaction or feel honored at some point where you also could have felt disrespected initially. Yeah. I feel like you're also being told to stand strong and hold your head up high. So I don't know if something happened where you felt broken or defeated at some point, but I feel like you're being told to hold your head high. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.